Bitcoin and crypto are doing pretty good this Sunday as we prepare to enter a new week. But there are two major events that's happening that I'm keeping my eyes on, and you should too. What are they? Let's talk about them. The overall market cap jumped about 2% to $940 billion. That's a positive. Tomorrow's markets in the US looks green right now, so that's also positive. But there are two things I'm looking at. First, earnings. There are some major mega cap companies set to report this coming week. And of course, all eyes are on these companies because if they do well, that gives hope to the remainder of the companies out there. But if they do very, very poorly, well, then it's a sign of worse things to come, especially for the smaller companies out there. So who are they? Well, I'm talking about the likes of Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon, and more. Monday, we have Logitech. And then Tuesday, we have Google, Alphabet, Microsoft, absolutely huge, and also Coca-Cola. And then you go on Wednesday, you have Meta, which is Facebook, and Ford. So Ford could also give a hint at the automotive industry and whether or not they're really suffering. Tesla just reported, had a decent earnings report, but sold off majorly. Is it going to happen with Ford? Moving on to Thursday, we have Apple and Amazon. As you can see, we have some major earnings happening this week. So I'm keeping my eyes on these earning reports because I do think they will swing markets one way or another. Number two is economic data, and we have a couple big ones being released this week. Now, normally every week we get a whole slew of data, right? And this week is no different. We're going to get manufacturing data, consumer confidence, a couple home-related data, home sales, new home sales, and pending home sales. We know those will come in weak, right? Because mortgage rates, 30-year mortgage, is now above 7%. So obviously demand is going to come down. And that could be a good thing because CPI, there's a portion of that looks at basically housing and rent. So if they become a little softer, it could actually help the CPI number. But there's also durable goods, jobless claims, which of course is related to unemployment. The two big ones, Q3 GDP on Thursday and core PCE price index on Friday. These are absolutely huge. In addition to earnings, GDP, we know Q1, Q2, both went down. That's why we're in a recession already. We're in a recession already. Let me repeat that. Despite all these influential people coming out thinking we will be in recession and the administration basically saying, oh, we're not in a recession. Everyone refuses to talk about it, but we are. The true definition of a recession is 2 consecutive quarters where you have slower growth. And we had that in Q3. Will we have further signs of slower growth or will we pick up again, right? So we don't know. That is a big data point that we'll get on Thursday. The other one is the core PCE. Basically, there's two major measurements of inflation. You have CPI and PCE. Now, Jerome Powell himself said that he likes PCE better. Okay, so the last CPI data that we got, we saw overall inflation go down, but core inflation go up. So will the PCE also show the same thing? Or, because some time has passed, will this show that things have gotten better, right? So we don't know. But of course, all these things, all the data will be looked at by Jerome Powell, right? And we have a couple weeks before the next FOMC meeting, and then things will get interesting. Will he remain hawkish on the rate hike, or will he become more dovish and still have a rate hike, but just have it come in lower than expectations? Two major things for this week: earnings and economic data such as PCE and GDP numbers. Absolutely huge. Okay, this week we will get volatility. We're going to see some pretty good movement, either upwards or downwards. Right now we're starting the week off going upwards, and that's a positive sign. As for Bitcoin, of course, it's still looking good. Right now, Bitcoin's volatility has fallen to a really low level. In fact, lower than NASDAQ and S&P 500 for the first time since 2020. What does that mean? Well, that means Bitcoin is held by the long-term holders, the ones that continue to hodl or hodl, the ones that truly believe and understand, wants to unplug from all the shenanigans that's going on right now, right? All the retail players have left, and this is the reason why Bitcoin has been so stable recently. But we know it's just a matter of time. The miners, look at the hash rate. The hash rate is increasing exponentially right now. So the miners are getting more bullish, and there's so much data that I've been showing you guys, on-chain metrics, technical analysis, and the fundamentals. They're all saying Bitcoin is growing. In fact, they say that Bitcoin has gotten stronger over the last year or so, and they all say that this is a terrific time to be buying. So I'm looking forward to this week. Major movements coming, and you know what? We're getting closer and closer to November, which traditionally is the start of good things, start of tremendous pumps, and we are getting closer and closer to that point. Last few things in regards to altcoins. Charles Hoskinson has hinted that something special is coming in November. I'm not sure if he's referring to the same thing I am in terms of November having a pretty good pump, or something major is happening to Cardano. We don't know. There's some controversy with SBF recently. A lot of people accusing that FTX is not listing Cardano on purpose because of their support with Solana, Aptos. Aptos got listed immediately. Why not Cardano? Well, SBF is saying, no. They're getting listed. So don't worry, it's coming. Is this due to pure pressure, or was this really on the roadmap? Also, for Hedera fans, Hedera staking is now live. You can select one of the 26 nodes and basically stake and start earning rewards, which is really positive for Hedera, really positive for any project, really, because it locks in the liquidity. So pretty good. So what will happen this coming week? I can't wait to find out. Tune in tomorrow, 8:15 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll discover it together. Take care. Bye-bye.